How are we all doing? Now, does anyone here know what the Duke of Edinburgh Award is? Yeah, there's a few of you. So I did it, and if you don't know what the Duke of Edinburgh Award is, basically you walk up a hill, and then employers know you're not a menace to society. And because I was a virgin, I am a proud recipient of a gold award. And a gold award is a big deal in the walking virgin community because it means you get to go to Buckingham Palace to pick it up. And I was very excited. Buckingham Palace is exactly what you imagine it will be. It's very fancy, it's very grand. You walk in and there's royal servants in like red robes, polishing jewels they stole from countries far, far away. There's corgis out back in the lake doing synchronised swimming. Meghan Markle was even there, actually. She was feeding Prince Harry grapes in the corner on a chaise longue. And then old people were walking past tutting her, because it has to be done. But the most impressive thing about Buckingham Palace, and this makes me feel very British to say it, was the toilets. Honestly, they were the best toilets I've ever been in. They were beautiful. You know, with men's toilets, you normally go in and there's kind of a reservoir of DNA on the floor. Not at Buckingham Palace, or the palace as I've started referring to, because I'm a regular now. I even thought I'm going to treat myself to a sit-down wee while I'm here. The guy at the urinal next to me wasn't pleased. But then when I got out of the toilets, I was in there a ridiculously long time, there was rumours rife around with all of the moms as to which royal was going to be presenting us with our awards. There was one over here that was saying, "Oh, I've heard it's going to be Camilla. I didn't like her in the 90s, but she's grown on me now. I do quite like her now." Then there was another saying, "Oh, I think it might be Kate. And I love Kate. She's such a down-to-earth girl. She's what the royal family needed." Like she fucking knows her. And then there was another one who was saying it's going to be Princess Anne. And she knows she's the hardest working royal. Like, that's a fucking achievement. That's like saying most intelligent footballer. It's not hard. But then the big announcement came. There was trumpets going off. Please welcome His Royal Highness, Prince Andrew! It was before we knew. I went all the way to Buckingham Palace to see Prince fucking Andrew, to give him his full title. That's like saying you're going on a date with Miss World, only to find out she won it in 1953. And she's been dead 20 years. But while we were waiting for the fugitive, I noticed that just behind me was Tom from McFly. I don't know if any of you like McFly in here. Well, there's a couple. Well, my girlfriend absolutely loves McFly, and I saw it as a great opportunity. So I kind of crept up to him, a little less weird than that. So I kind of went up to him, and he agreed to record a message for my girlfriend, so I was buzzing. I honestly, in my head, there was a monologue saying, "You are the best possible boyfriend. Honestly, she's going to love you so much for this." So then I snapped back into reality and I realised he says something about Buckingham Palace in this message. So I flipped the camera around, trying to record the palace in the background, because I'm like, you got to get those Insta likes. But as I do that, in the freshly cut grass, my feet kind of plant, and my body keeps moving back and doesn't stop until my knee blasts out of its joint. And I go hurtling to the ground. I went down like the pound after 5 minutes of Liz Truss. Honestly. But then the worst thing of all is I'd felt the feet of his heavily pregnant wife, and I'm still holding the phone above me. She thinks I'm a fucking pervert trying to upskirt her or something. Tom's freaking out. She didn't see what happened. I'm there like, I can explain. It's not as weird as it looks. I'm surprised a beefeater didn't come and like bayonet me to the throat or something. But there was a lot of panicked people, and I realised the reason for that was because I was sat where Prince Andrew was about to walk. So St John's ambulance come running over. He starts feeling away, and then he touches my knee. And he says, this might pinch. So I think he's gonna like prick me full of drugs or something. But no, the prick stamps my knee back into place, throws me in a wheelchair, and wheels me away. So Prince Andrew can walk past. Turns out I delayed Prince Andrew so long that by the time he got there, everyone was over the age of 18. He was fucking gutted. Thank you everyone, I've been Ollie, have a great night.
Hear it for Ollie McGrath. Friend of the star.